Yash. Just a quick little video here about, look, there's no escaping, as long as we're in this human virtual reality outfit, there's no escaping fear and pain. Especially if we're wanting a spiritual awakening. If the consciousness inside has tasted the material evolution enough, and now it wants to wake up and know its true nature while still in the human 3D machine. This is what the awakening is and who it's for. It's for the 3D human machine, not for the pure self. So when the consciousness is ready for that, your fear and pain is going to increase. There's no way around that. It's like this. Let's say you have a dirty ink bottle, right? You poured all the ink out, but it's still black inside. So you take this fresh water and you keep pouring the water in the ink bottle. Well, the water is still going to be black for a while, even though you're pouring fresh water in. At some point, though, it's going to start changing color. It's going to be lighter. And at some point, it's going to be probably pure. This is what's happening when we embark on this spiritual journey and when we really have a strong desire to awaken. Anything that that's causing, anything that's an obstruction to the consciousness realizing itself, that's going to come up. In order to transcend something, it has to come up so that we can see it. It has to go through its natural purging process. That's the rules of the game. It's like if we were doing drugs for a long time, or pharmaceutical drugs, street drugs, it's similar, and then we stop. Let's say we were doing them, because we had anger problems or some kind of psychological problem. So we're getting high all the time because it's like, I feel better. I don't have to feel all this. Then we stop getting high. We've been masking these feelings and emotions now for a while via getting high. We stop getting high. Well, guess what? We're going to have this container filled of, you can say, repressed emotions because we haven't been dealing with them. We haven't been present in our day where these things would normally just come up and go. We've been stuffing them down via getting high. So now all that stuff has to come up. Well, getting high is not the only way that we suppress stuff. There's all kinds of ways. We can just check out. A lot of people just check out, or they get busy in work, or busy in relationships. I'm always sitting in rough terrain. So when we start to embark on, it's like nobody's present. It's like we're not present with ourselves. There's a girl I like hanging out with, and when she's present, it's cool. When she's not, it's not cool. Because it's like I want to connect with you. Like I can't connect with you because you're like checked out somewhere, And that's why I never really enjoyed hanging out with people who smoked weed. I couldn't connect with them. There's like this film, this dullness around that. I just couldn't connect. They're enjoying, oh yeah, but I mean it's superficial. There was no depth. It's like your depth was being covered by this film, this dross. So people aren't present. When the consciousness is ready to embark on spiritual awakening, part of that deal is we start to become present. It's automatic. You can't have an awakening if you're not present, obviously. Well, it's not like we just choose to say, okay, I'm present now and everything's going to be cool. Now I'm going to wake up. All this nonsense, all these suppressed energies, we can say, even because we come into this world, we're born already with a certain amount of individual karma. But I don't want to get too far into that and trip people out like, I got thousands of lifetimes of energies I need to clear. Now, if you're watching this video, you're in a pretty good space, okay? This isn't good. This isn't attractive for most people on the planet, so you're good. When we start to get present, all this stuff starts to come up that we haven't looked at, that we haven't dealt with, that we've been escaping for who knows how long. Now, grace is with us, though. You see, it's not, the mind will say, oh, this is too much. This is, oh, I can't do this. This is way too hard. And it's so intense. And see, it's going to try, the mind wants to knock you off your game, get you to go back into your habits. And then, oh, everything's cool. I'm all dull again. Okay. At least I'm not feeling all this pain. So one has to bear that. You just got to go through that. And the point of the video is to say it's normal. This fear and pain and stuff that's going to come up, it's normal. And now if you want to accelerate things, and if it's right for you, plant medicine can help with that. I've made videos before about it. But it's not necessary. Like, it's not like plant medicine's not for everybody. Depends on your archetype and your prakriti and things like that. And it's not like if you don't do it, it's going to take you longer. See, grace already has a perfect prescription for you for your awakening. You have to trust that. And God put in place on practical level things that can help you. That's why I don't like the non-dual oaks that you don't need anything. Don't need anything. I mean, nothing. You're already awake. It's like, who are you helping, man? Nobody. There's 12-step meetings. There's diet and lifestyle, and there's fasting, and there's certain, groups that you can join that are in this together that can facilitate and help you. Like the camaraderie support that you get can help bear these intense feelings that are going to come up that you're wanting to transcend. I don't think I finished my thought a couple minutes ago. We got to know, before we can transcend something, we have to know what it is we're transcending. And it's like the law of nature, the law of evolution is the transcendence of something is like the dissolution of something. It's like first it comes up, we see it. We got to be aware of it. Then when our attention is on it, when it's like in the light now, it's not hiding in the dark subconscious terrains of our mind. Now it's in the light. It starts burning. It's like the light starts burning it. It's like a vampire. It starts dissolving it. Well, that can feel painful. This is why we feel the pain and the fear. We think we're dying. We're like, no, don't die. But it's like, that's not who we are. We want that to die. It's like these little, and you could, I don't get into using the words. The spiritists, like in Brazil and Africa, they'll say, oh, those are energetic attachments and all that. Whatever word you want to use. You bring that stuff to light, it'll die. That's the point. That's the good news. But you got to bear that process. And if you need some external support via, like I said, plant medicine or groups or 12 steps or therapy, use it. It's fine. Whatever can make it a little more bearable. But don't do something that you're going to escape. Don't go run from it. Don't get into some relationship that's going to... See, that's the thing. The mind wants to get into a relationship during those things sometimes. That's a good distraction. Yeah, let me get in a relationship and have sex and have somebody tell me how great I am. Oh, good. Now I don't have to feel all this. Or go get high or alcohol. See, those are lower level chemistry. San Pedro and ayahuasca, they'll take you inside. You can't. It's not an escape. That's why people looking for an escape, if they do that, they won't want to do it again probably. They go back to drinking and getting high because these higher level medicines aren't for that. They're for you to help to look. So God puts in play different things that can help facilitate this awakening. Just be intuitive and let this intuition guide you and show you, where to go. God's showing you, God's bringing this stuff up for you, or grace. She's showing you how to deal with it. And grace is helping you transcend it. It's like grace is doing everything. But we're going to experience it like we're really involved. You see? We can't escape that. Grace is really doing everything. You don't have to do anything. But you're going to feel like you're doing something. That's what we signed up for. That's the tax of playing this human role. Let me know how that video helped you. Have a good day.